I'm about to come. Oh, shit. Oh, oh.
Yo, what's up guys? Hope you're doing well. Need to fix something real quick, but I'll be right with you. Also, faithfully losing sanity, thank you so much for the prime. I really appreciate that. You're the GOAT. I heard that? Yeah, that was my sub alert. Maybe I should change it eventually. Yo, what's up HL Best? What's up Yerium? What's up Methodical? What's up Pedrin? What's up Nick? I'll be right with you guys. All right. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. It is insanely hot in Switzerland. We're at 30 degrees yet again, and I am dying. Now the question is everything just gonna work right out of the box? Right out the gate? I think so. Yeah. But yeah, for those who don't know, if you don't follow me on Twitter, first of all, what are you doing? Check out !Twitter. But yeah, I'm on a brand new Windows, a brand new insider version that's apparently really good for gaming, like really good for latency and yeah, I did a lot of tweaks together with some people in the community, especially the people over at Evolve Optimization, and I think it's goated. I think it actually is goated so far. I hope it's just all gonna work in stream. I hope I'm not gonna face any issues, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, how are you guys doing? What's the weather like at your place? Oh, we had a fire today, University. I was just biking. I was like out there eating with my friends, and I was biking my way back home, and we just had a straight up fire, like right next to our city in the forest, like an actual forest fire. But luckily, it's not too big. Luckily. Is it LTSC or something else? Wait, what are we talking about? Check other shipping methods for the custom pads. As I expected, not going to be able to order. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'm sorry for it, man. After a 12-hour shift and suffering in the warmth, yeah, hell yeah. So that sounds super comfortable. Sounds like you're having an amazing time right now. Also, is my mic too loud? I think I might be a tad too loud. No, we're fine on stream. I'll keep it like this. Looks good. Really want you to try them out? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Feels bad. The Windows version? It's just like a insider preview. It's just the latest one. You can find them on a website. They're publicly available, but you'll have to build the ISO yourself if you don't do it the Microsoft way. I bought the Raw M in that blue color. It's a nice mouse, but what's annoying me is that there's no on-off switches at the bottom. Oh yeah, it's a button that you need to hold, and it's incredibly annoying. I know exactly what you mean. It's very, very annoying. ATK A9 Mini is a 2C clone? Yes, it is. And we'll see just how much of a clone it actually is, because I have a 2C right here. Oh wait, it's turned on? Unlucky. But yeah, I have a 2C right here to compare it to. Flexing with the Lycan? Nah, it's not flexing, but yeah, I know what you mean. very funny dad joke. Nah, Lycan is goated. I'm looking forward to receiving my pink unit. I'm supposed to be getting it either tomorrow, Saturday, or beginning of next week. Depends on what this post is feeling like. Did you ever use a Ponage Stormbreaker? Yes, I did. Stormbreaker's aight. That's fine. I wouldn't really buy it in 2026, though. I think there are other plastic mice out there that I would probably enjoy more. Would I enjoy the PD170 if I like the K83 mid? I used to main the K83 mid and I shilled the shit out of that pad, and now I'm maining the PD170, so yeah, I would say so. Just do expect it to be a bit faster though. Keep that in mind. Ixanovia, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, also thanks to all the follows whilst I've been gone. That's Ontario, Juno, Graven, Rock, Neutral, Ain, Exilorium, Incarn, Domi Angel, Domi Angie, and a bunch of other people. Holy shit. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate that. Imagine using a mouse in 2026. I know, right? You should be using pen and tablet right now. You're throwing actively. I'm gonna be moving to the EU for studying in the late summer, so maybe I'll try them. That would be dope. That would definitely be a decent chance. Oh, I forgot to post my Twitter announcement. I'll do that real quick. Ouch, Osu player, exactly. Why would I swap away from pen and tablet if I'm playing Osu already? Hitting people on the head is just the same thing. Hitting people in the head. Me when I can't speak English. Carry you? Nah, that's Kiryu. I have opportunity to get it from my friend for a pretty good price. I want to play around with the sensor positioning. Yeah, of course, yeah, the Stormbreaker has the adjustable sensor position, I forgot. Yeah, it could be worth checking out. Windows tweaks spill. Alright, so it's the latest insider version of Windows. It's called, I think, 27H2 or something like that. You can just Google it, like search for the very latest Windows preview. That, and then I used what was it called? Chris Titus, whatever, the PowerShell thingy. I can send you the website. Chris Titus WinUtil. I'll send it in chat. I use that. I accidentally put in a $sign. Wait a second. I need to get used to this keyboard again. I'm back on ANSI right now. I use that to fully debloat it, and then in terms of optimizations, I work together with the people behind Evolve optimizations. I don't like. I really appreciate their work, but I need to spend more time with it before I like go right out there and advertise it to everyone or start chilling it. So I do want to give them a shout out for helping me out, but I'm gonna have to spend more time with it to see how well it actually works. But they helped me with all my BIOS tweaks, so that was mainly memory overclocking, like RAM overclocking, and a lot of optimizations, and also further optimizations in the BIOS. And then like a full service, like Windows services overhaul, to get them down as minimal as possible for what I personally need. And I don't really need much. I just need like Bluetooth. I do need my printer and then some other stuff. I have the printer disabled though at the moment, but yeah, basically it's like a pretty vibe coded software that just does everything for you. But it's also very adjusted to you personally if you pay for the higher tiers. But yes, it is paid. It also has a free tier though, that's pretty decent. Do you have a PC streaming PC? I do not. I'm always single PC streaming. I hate the complexity of a dual PC stream. I hate having, it's just, I would love it, but I don't stream games that super often. But if I were like a Rivals content creator right now, I probably would be dual PC streaming. I don't get why this one doesn't have a cheaper version like how ATK usually does. It has a normal one and also a plus. Always single. Fortunately not. Fortunately not. I used to dual PC stream with my laptop. Those were definitely times. That was ages ago though. There's a 72H2? Yeah, it's very new. I don't get... Oh wait, we already talked about that. With 32 priority separation? Custom time... Yeah, custom time resolution for sure. I don't really know what the priority separation thingy is. A lot of the optimizations I didn't have to touch. It was just like... their software did it all for me. Yeah. The RAM tweaks, however, were like fully manual. Prime Fortnite times? I know, right? It's been ages, dude. When did you guys start seeing any of my streams? Let me know in chat, because I wonder how long some of you have been around, because I haven't really streamed that much back in the days. And also, it's been a while. I even used to stream Apex at once, but that is many years ago, and I like only did that for like a month or something like that. This one's kind of more expensive than the A9 Air. On the official store, I don't think so. But yeah, for at your place for sure, yeah, I guess. Well, I still haven't put out my tweet. Let me hustle real quick. Dude, I can't type on this keyboard. I'm so not used to it. I'm live checking out the ATK A9 Mini. Oh my god, I can't type on this thing. Oh, Windows emotes don't work either. I think I disabled that with the optimizations. Yeah, I'm probably only gonna be using this OS for streaming and just playing competitively. I don't think I'm gonna be using it for anything else because it is very heavily optimized. A lot of things just don't work out the gate. But for performance, I'm very much looking forward to what it's gonna be like streaming Rivals now. We'll try running some Rivals later when we actually unbox it and set the mouse up. It's peanut butter jelly time? What are we talking about? Notice how ATK mice became better to order on official sites rather than on Alley? Yeah, this time, yeah, for sure. It's the first time ever that it's actually worth buying an ATK mouse from their own store. I can show it to you guys on their store here. ATK store. I do get it as well, but like, why are we mentioning freaking memes from the Stone Age? Did you just try the C1 Ultimate? Nope. I've been following you on Twitter and didn't watch your streams? Fair enough. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that I actually stream, so I've started talking more about it in my videos and stuff like that as well. It's mainly towards the end of the video though, so maybe I should start doing it like the beginning of the video, because I do want to grow on Twitch as well. Yo, up tempo. Did I just hear a fire alarm? Nah, I think you're tweaking. Oh yeah, if you got any questions, definitely let me know. Is the lighting we're seeing all natural? Nope. Those are two Elgato key lights, but they're pointed at my ceiling and not directly at the pad, because I hate the harsh shadows when you don't do that. I think it's a bit bright right now though, right? Yeah, this looks a bit more natural. I don't know. Nah, I think it's fine. But let me check what it looks like on Twitch. Ah, looks great. Looks great. Chat, should we talk about the keyboard that I'm on right now? Should I leak it? Any of you remember when I was talking about being a part of like a keyboard building competition? Any of you remember that? Have you tried Ghostlight skates? Yeah. The custom one? Yeah. A fully custom build. You buy a unicorn? Bro, I wish. Would you recommend 60H EV2 for Valorant? You can use any Hall of Fame keyboard for Valorant. It just depends on what you're looking for in a keyboard. You're an Apex TKL? Yeah, that would be a really good upgrade. Especially in terms of the WebDriver. Give us a glance of the Thorn. I mean, Boitsy had the receiver in his video, so you can check Boitsy's latest video and look for the ugliest receiver on his desk. It's that one. By the way, I'm sorry, but it just looks disgusting. I'm sorry. I really don't like it in terms of the looks. I also don't like the color variant that they send out to the reviewers. Is that a Lycan? Yeah, I'm a Lycan still. I cannot get away from the thing. I will be forcing myself to use the ATK today. Oh, talking about... Oh shit, I forgot something. Wait, let me grab my new skates. I got some new skates in the mail today. I'll be right back. I got these Dysphoria skates that people recommended to me, especially Japanese viewers recommended them to me over on Twitter. Do any of you have any experience with these skates? I don't know what the difference is. I think one of them is like more meant for glass and one of them is more for cloth, but they're both PTFE anyway. Bro, can't stop buying skates. Yeah, I wanna have like a lot of modern day options, but you know what, I will probably never be using half of these. I have so many now. I have all the Talon Game skates, I have the TBTL skates, I have all of these Dysphoria skates, then I have every single Westlab skate as well. And you know how many I've used out of all of these that are laying on my desk right now? 0. Absolute none of them. Because I'm still on the Magic Ice Plus from Unusual Way Sports. It's hilarious. Bro, might have an addiction? Yeah, might just have. Have you tested some of the West Labs? Nah, I've only tried the orange dots, but those I've already tried before I bought these. The oranges I liked a lot on my PD170. I did not personally like them on glass. They felt a bit sticky when pressing into the pad. And the friction changed quite a bit, especially because they collapse. They don't have a skate spacer, the smaller ones. But I think the bigger West Lab dots, the ones that have a bigger diameter, those actually do have an anti-collapse skate spacer underneath. So maybe those are a bit better. I don't know how you don't like the orange on glass. I know, right? A lot of people have been telling me they only like the oranges on glass and not on cloth. I prefer them on cloth, like, highly. I personally just don't like them on glass so far. Whenever I press into them on my glass pads, it just becomes a lot more sticky than most of the other skates I've tried so far. I'm gonna have to try the blues and the creams, though. I'm gonna have to try all of them. I just don't know how. I don't have that many mice I want to use right now. Cream for glass? I know, right? I should do that. I'll keep that in mind next time I'm on glass. I'm definitely gonna have to use glass pads over the weekend again. Yeah, cream. Me when he creams? Cream flatter? What? Hey, what's up, Kilweeja? I used mine for like 1 day and polarity and they had like pod holes in them? What the fuck? Wait, which ones are we talking about? I feel like oranges don't last long on glass. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, the Westlab oranges, I don't know why everybody's telling people to use them on glass, but I'm pretty sure they were intended for cloth pads. I know you can use anything on anything. Like, it's up to you, but I just really didn't like my experience with them on glass compared to some of the other skates. Well, not their auto skates, but auto skates in general. Yo, what's up, C-Ross? Oh yeah, C-Ross, you asked me on Twitter about my optimizations, right? If it's worth it. I'd say if you want a dual boot and have like an OS only for gaming and you take competitive pretty seriously, I can definitely recommend it so far. Or just if you have like a pretty old Windows install, like so far I can definitely recommend the latest insider preview from Windows. It's called 27H2 or something. Smoothies from PMM feel pretty good on glass. Yeah, they're pretty similar to the Westlab ones. Not identical though. Nah, they're not the exact same. I'm pretty sure the PMM ones have a foam layer as well. Oh my god, Talon Game skates? I know, right? I really need to try these. I've been hearing great things about these. Do you live in Germany? No, I'm from Switzerland. You should only use glass skates on glass pads. Pie Shroud, exactly. Logitech should really start making aftermarket skates so that I can finally use new skates on my Logitech mousepad. I use a second boot Windows 11 LTSC for games. That's based. I still don't fully understand what LTSC is. Just a preview as well, right? Yeah. Yeah, everything from scratch, all fresh. I'm still on dual boot though. I'm definitely keeping my old installed because I have so much shit set up for content creation. Is the OP1 RGB worth getting? OP1 in general is mega based. I got some pretty good news. We will share them with you later via Discord. Yeah, sure. I'm always there. My inbox is always wide open, just like my legs at 2 AM. I did not say that out loud, right? Is that Lycan on your desks? Yeah. Lives in the highest peaks of the Alps? Nah, I'm pretty low. And with pretty low, I mean like 700 meters or something like that. I am like in the middle of the Alps though. I absolutely am. Where would you rank Wysal Shiro? Dude, I give him like a solid 9.5 out of 10. I actually would. Out of all the dots I've tried so far, they're some of my favorite ones. I can't believe you get 140 freaking dots for like 10 bucks. They're so high quality. They actually are. They're nothing crazy or anything like that. You're just like really high quality. Well, Meister, you're willing to sell like 80% of them? There's so many mice I'm never going to be touching again. Most of them I just keep for shape comparisons. I feel like I give a lot of value to my viewers by having so many mice lying around, so whenever a clone comes out or a new mouse comes out, I have the perfect mouse in my arsenal for comparisons, because I keep them all at the moment. You know what? Zero AI for optimizations in Windows actually is a selling point now. Yeah, sounds pretty dope. Yo, what's up, Astro? Wide open what now? I don't know what you're talking about. Is it a common thing for glass pads to be slightly uneven on the edges? What do you mean uneven? Do they like lift from your desk or something? Maybe your desk is uneven. Petition for Jakku to try new skates today. I will definitely be removing the stock skates this time around because I need to try out so many fucking dots. So yeah, I'm gonna be removing the skates from this one. If the LOD is calibrated well enough, I might even like put painter's tape underneath it and then put the dots on top of that so that I can remove them more easily. Because I wanna swap between a lot of different types of dots. Put on Westlab blacks. I'm not gonna be using glass today though. I don't think I want to use Westlab blacks on cloth. Yeah, Astro is on YouTube. That is actually insane. I don't know. Like, bro is actually throwing right now. Blacks were the best? Yeah, I can confirm. The good old 19 inches. 20 pounds worth of for shoes in the UK. 20 pounds is a lot for dot skates. But if you want, I mean, honestly, it's still an okay deal. Watcher grade 2? Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, Shure are the best value skates right now, in my opinion. I feel like mice have more copies than some perfume brands. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially the GPX and the Viper, dude, it's insane. Westlab skates are reusable from my experience. They don't disintegrate like Ultra Glides when you remove them, fair enough. For me, the only reason is, the only annoyance is when like there's glue left on the mouse and I can't get it off. It's so annoying at times. So many good things about P17, but it's out of stock everywhere. Chat. Yeah, Max Gaming is gonna have it in stock next week. Apparently. I'm praying for it to actually be in stock next week. All right. Should we start a vote for which skates I'm gonna use today? I think that would be a pretty funny idea. We can do either the Talon games for cloth, and then actually for these two, I'm gonna quickly Google what these are for. Jellyfish, and actually Dysphoria mouse skates. Let me see if I can find anything about it. Dysphoria, jellyfish, and manta ray. Specifications. Manta ray, faster speed, no need for running in, and ignores the texture of the mouse pad. Okay, so I don't really like that. I like some texture of the pad. So the manta ray are gonna be like ultra smooth. And then the jellyfish, relatively fast speeds, need running in, and adapts to the texture of the pad. So the jellyfish are gonna be a bit slower, but you will be able to feel the texture more. I think the Dysphoria ones are gonna have a foam pad, right? Hardened PTFE? I think the Dysphoria ones could be hardened. Yeah, these definitely do have foam, right? Get some brake cleaner? Solid idea. I have so much fucking brake cleaner in my garage because I mountain bike and we need brake cleaner for fucking everything. I'm addicted to using brake cleaner on my bike. Alright. I tried those BTL V2 control. They're quite ass. Oh, really? I have heard incredibly good things about these. Try to take it off so well. I might do that one time. I only have like spray cans for brake cleaner though. Maybe I could get like a Q-tip and spray it onto the Q-tip like I do for cleaning my freaking pistons. Interesting. I thought... I don't know, the BTL V2s, are those palm or not? Because on the packaging it mentions palm, but I'm pretty sure they're not palm, right? Sprayed on a paper towel? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. BTL V2 skates. TBTL V2. These are not BTLs, they're TBTL. TBTL V2 dots. Those are not the right ones. I'm pretty sure these are not V2s. I think these are just like normal dots. I can show them to you real quick. You have them in your closet? I have them. Nerves with palm. Oh yeah, palm wears down like crazy. I used the Artisan palm skates, and 2 weeks later, they were like I'm not even kidding. They felt like half as quick as before, like right out of the box. They got so much slower. I don't think these are palm. I'm pretty sure these are just PTFE. I have a lot of people glazing the skates that come with the polarity. Dude, I don't get that. I hate them. I really don't like the polarity skates. Like the skates that come with the polarity. They feel so sticky on glass when you press into them, and also they collapse like crazy. Seem to be modified Ghost Glides, Cyclone Pros. I really don't like the skates that come with the polarity. They could be similar to the Cyclone Pros though. I have never tried the Cyclone Pros, only the normal ones. Artisan Palm feels ass after 2 weeks. Dude, finally somebody who gets me. Finally. I feel like everybody's been shilling artisan skates, but I just really don't like them after like a few weeks. Because you're a favorite IT tech guy. Do you know why NVIDIA control panel doesn't open? On certain NVIDIA CleanStall installations of the NVIDIA driver, the control panel isn't included. So you're gonna have to use a portable one. You can Google for a portable NVIDIA control panel. You just need to like make your own folder for it in your documents or something like that. That's what I do. And then I have a shortcut to it to my desktop right now. Oh, I also made something custom for my desktop for swapping resolutions. I made like a custom reg edit. I vibe coded the custom reg edit so that I can right click my desktop and swap between 16:10 and 16:9. Like 16:10 stretch and normal 16:9 because of Marvel Rivals. Normally I just do full screen, but tabbing in and out when streaming just sucks ass. Your modified Ghost Glide Cyclones. Okay, interesting. Give me the rest thing. I need it. DM me on Discord. I'll send it to you after stream. What's up, Sushi Boy? All right, we're gonna do a vote on my Twitch chat. For anybody who didn't know, I'm also I mainly stream live over on Twitch. Wink, wink. Yes, Nightbot. Thank you. I am indeed okay. Let me check my dashboard. Okay. We'll do a poll for what skates I'm gonna be using. New poll. So it's either Dysphoria, TPTL. Are they V2s or not? I don't get it. It doesn't say anything on the packaging. Test the Attack Shark X60. I'm sorry, but I'm never gonna test an Attack Shark mouse. I'm just racist. I actually am. Dude, somebody's gonna clip that out of context. Fuck me, dude. Dysphoria, TPTL, then Talon Games, or West Lab. For the West Lab, we'll do a separate poll if they win. You're using orange dots on cloth a lot? Dude, finally somebody who's not using it on glass. I like the orange a lot on cloth. I also ordered the bigger ones. I have the bigger ones in my pouch here. I think you have a friend with name Caleb Sagging? No clue what you're talking about. Someone clip that? Ah, hell nah. Also, Stony, thanks for follow, appreciate that. And thanks again, Faithfully, for the sub, really appreciate that. Talon Games Kumo? I have the Kumo and the other ones here, but I don't know what these are called, but these are the white ones. I always forget what their name is. I can't freaking find the name. I should say it somewhere. I can't find it though. But yeah, they're just the white ones. Oh my god, that is a fucking insane message, Mugment. You should actually get a timeout for that. That is actually insane. Dude, the only thing I'm ripping in this stream is gonna be my stinky farts. Actually, today they haven't been too stinky. But dude, the other day, dude, I almost passed out from my own farts. It's actually crazy. Allow additional votes with channel points? Nah. Or should I? You know what? I'll do it. Let's do 300 channel points per vote. 200. 200 is enough. Duration 1 minute. Alright, I started the poll over my Twitch chat. It's for what dot skates I should use for the ATK A9 Mini Pro Plus, whatever. A9 Mini Plus. Jacking it again? Now we're jaking it. A lot of things to clip here, dude. You guys are actually insane. At least we're not talking about my feet yet. Oh, talking about my feet. I forgot to clip my freaking nails. Unlucky. I think I might actually do a nail clipping break before we hop into Rivals later. I cannot play if my nails are not fully trimmed. Dysphoria is winning so far. Remember to vote in the polls right now. You have like 10 seconds left. You can also use your channel points. Fucking mean yet. Oh, you already know what my chat is like. Thanks for reminding us when. Oh my god. I shouldn't even have mentioned it. The best budget keyboard? I mean, if you already know it's the best, you don't need a review. I do want to check out a actually I don't. You know what? I tried buying a budget Hall of Fame keyboard and I wanted to do my own video. I bought it myself. It was the Neon 68 or something from a VGN lab. And it's an okay keyboard. It just sounds and feels like shit compared to any of my custom keyboards. I couldn't bear it. And also the WebDriver was pretty minimal. 3D TPTL votes. They're all you. That's hilarious. Alright, so both Dysphoria and Westlab won. That's crazy. So we'll do a poll for Dysphoria and Westlab. New poll. What skates should I use? Dysphoria or Westlab? I think Dysphoria would be the most interesting one because nobody in the English-speaking community has talked about these, I think. Only a Japanese reviewer has seen talk about them. Hydrate? I got you. Are the 7mm dots usable with the Lycan? I can measure for you how much surface area you have. No matter what skates you use though, they will have an overhang at the top. Like up here, that is simply unavoidable, unfortunately. Just do an XQC and chew on? Nah, I'm not gonna be chewing up. You know what? Chewing on your foot nails live on stream? That might actually be a kink for someone. It might actually be that. Yo, Cloud Vicious, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Also, what's up, Cat? How's your hamster doing? You have 8mm at the bottom. And then, yo, thanks Optics for the follow. On the top, I'd say... Wait, well, how big are the dots that I have on right now? Like 7... Yeah, 7mm. I'd say like 7mm is the most the biggest I'd go for dot skates on a Lycan. Anything bigger than that is gonna have a huge overhang on the front. Who cares about budget HE keyboards? They're all shit. I mean, performance-wise, Starklink is actually really good. It's almost as fast as like something like a Wooting without AK. But in terms of like feel and sound, is like that's what I care about on a keyboard, and that has all been horrible on all the budget Hall of Fame keyboards I've tried so far. Westlab on the front, Dysphoria on the back. That might actually be an idea. Gonna throw me off like crazy. Alright, Dysphoria it is. Now the question is, do we try the jellyfish or the manta ray? Wait, let me get all of these other skates out of the way. I'm actually looking forward to checking out all of these. It's just I hate just removing dots and not being able to reuse them. Either that or I don't really have any mice in my rotation. Like the one mouse I'm testing behind the scenes, I cannot really use right now for specific reasons that I can't talk about. And the other mouse is just gonna be my Lycan and my ATK A9 Mini Plus. I might swap skates on my Lycan as well, because now I've tried the Magic Ice Plus for a decent bit, and I really like them. So I'll switch to YouTube, can't stand Twitch. Fair enough. What's up, dude? Yo, what's up, Ninja? How you doing? I'm doing great, thanks, man. Wait, is my... Oh, I forgot to bind my streaming mode key on Discord. Let me bind that real quick. Key binds. Add a key bind. Toggle streamer mode. Alright. Kinda hyped for the A9 Mini? Dude, same. I actually am as well. I modded the shit out of my 2C. Ignore the weird pill layout. I had to use a software pad for a bit. I modded the shit out of my 2C. downloaded a custom base out of Colts 3D, and I enjoyed it a lot. It was actually the mouse that I enjoyed the most on Rivals right before I swapped over to Lycan. Because it's like, I don't even know what the weight is. I'll have to weigh it afterwards when you compare it. Alright, let's do another last poll. What skates? Jellyfish or manta ray? Let me check the listing again. Jellyfish are a bit slower textured. Actually, let's just say more texture feel. And then the manta ray are the pure speed ones that are supposed to be super smooth. Alright, last poll in chat right now. It's up now. Can you compare Magic Ice Plus to regulars? So the Magic Ice Plus are just it's teeny tiny bit slower, but they're noticeably smoother on both cloth and glass. They feel like buttery smooth, and they never ever feel sticky. Not even on glass. Like the glass surfaces I've tried so far, they never feel sticky ever. Also, Elo's Fab. I got you with the hydrate. I got you. Oh, I still haven't showed you guys my keyboard. But yeah, vote in chat right now. Either the Dysphorias, which are like super smooth and crazy fast, or the Jellyfish Dysphoria. Dysphoria like a bit more textured and a bit slower. You textured? See, normally I'm a full speed type of guy as well, but I like having some texture being felt through my mouse pad. You're Frankie J, thanks for follow, appreciate that. Go full speed. Alright, Jellyfish one. We'll go for the Jellyfish. I think these are going to be the more unique ones, because they are PTFE. They did state that they have a break-in period, though. That I am a bit worried about. Other than that, I am hyped. Let's open up the packaging. I've never heard about the brand, though. I'm very sure it is actually a Japanese brand. It's not just a Chinese brand pretending to be Japanese, I think. But obviously, they will be produced in China, right? Like, yeah, made in China. Says it right there. Focus! Thank you. Chinese LARPers? Oh, we need to talk about Aimpad. It's been ages. Never seen these before. I only know about these because of a Japanese viewer of mine who talked to me about them. That is a decently big package for just some skates. Ooh, the foil underneath is customized. It has like their logo on the film underneath. That's kind of cool. They look pretty generic though. Like Zero said, oh wait, these look kind of, ooh. You know what these remind me of? The Ninjutsu skates, the plastic ones. Some of them almost look like they have like they were in a mold. Maybe I'll get some of the AliExpress if they're good. Yeah, I'll let you know. Definitely step by on my next stream to get some of my thoughts on these skates, because I will be using these for the next few days. Yeah, these look interesting for sure. The rounding looks okay, but it does have a pretty sharp edge. Yeah, the outer edge looks pretty sharp, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? They look like white circles? Yes, indeed. They do also look a bit like dot skates. There is... I think there's a skate spacer underneath, but they're really curved in for the through the stamping process. I don't know how well these are going to stick over time. And I also think they will collapse a bit, for sure. Are those PTFE or a different material? These are supposed to be PTFE, and also what's up, spec? Mousepad, folks. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Have you tried Team Ether, Iris, and Lamb Super Proton skates? I have not. Have you seen Talon Games 4mm skates? Small as fuck. I did see, I think these come in a mini version as well, right? Or was it just the Talon Games? I think these one have a mini version as well. Yeah, there's a Manta Ray Mini. Yeah, I'm seeing that like super tiny dots are getting a bit more popular now. I wonder why. But yeah, both super small and also pretty big dots are getting more popularity right now. Do you still play with the ATK Ghost? Never ever touch that mouse ever again. Last 2 weeks, I don't know either. Should we unbox the other ones just to have a look at them? I'm not gonna be using them today, but we could have a look at them. Also, here's the tiny cover that these skates go into. It's all customized, which is kind of neat. Like custom film, custom packaging. They even have custom wipes. Ooh, one of them leaked. Uh-oh. Yeah, one of them's a bit... Okay, no, never mind. They just feel weird. Yeah, they just feel weird. Yeah, custom wipes as well. Kinda cool. They also have X-Tall. Probably for mainly glass, you can use small skates on cloth. You can't use small skates on cloth. Yeah, I know, right? Only the PD170 maybe, but even then, I don't really know what the advantage is. I don't think like super tiny mini skates are gonna make your cloth pad faster than dots that are already like 6.5mm anyway, like 6mm. And adhesive removal wipes. Oh yeah, true. Dude, I love adhesive removal wipes. Wallahag had some of these, and they worked so much better than normal alcohol wipes to remove the adhesive. I wonder what's all in here. Oh, it's petroleum? Dude, it's 88.8% petroleum ether. That's super interesting. Dude, some of these people actually did some research. I mean, these type of pads probably existed since fucking eons, but I'm just I'm happy that we're getting some new shit. That shit toxic as fuck for sure. A little sniff. Maybe I should get a lighter. Do you recommend a Hyperion mouse pad? If you want like an okay firm base with any type of really good surface and high quality stitching and all that type of stuff, yeah, sure. The experience is what is like the Hyperion experience is what makes them different than other pads. You get a lot of shit inside of your box, and the unboxing experience is kind of crazy. About to get high up wipes, I might actually do that. So it's these, and then the other ones. I want to show them to you guys as well. But he might be holding a gold mine. I know you used to sniff glue sticks in school, bro. Who didn't? Those are like the markers, the editing markers. All right, so these look a tiny bit less, what should I say? They look a bit less deformed. Sniffing the whiteboard markers, exactly. The scented markers. Sniffing highlighters. Highlighters didn't really sniff like anything, did they? Let me try to remove the protective film. These look like cyclones. Or like any other black skate, but I do think that these are a bit more unique, maybe? I can't see the... Oh yeah, there's some type of adhesive or like a silencer pad underneath. They're kind of interesting. They look fire for glass? I don't know. I'll have to give him a try eventually. Forbidden contact lenses? They look interesting. I'll say that. I'm gonna use my contacts as skates. Dude, contacts on glass could go crazy. We should try that. Maybe that's like uncharted territory. Alright, I think we've yapped enough. I think it's about time we unbox the goddamn mouse. They come in sets. You can get, how many dots are these? Let me try and see if I'm able to count. So that's 4 by 5, so that's 20 times 2. You get 40 skates. You get 40 skates for €9 with free shipping. I will send you the link to them in my chat. Yo, what's up, Magic? They all are produced in the same place? Yeah, absolutely. Might be Cyclones. Could be something very similar to it for sure. I mean, I'm not saying that they're all produced in the same, like same exact manufacturer, but there's only a very small amount of them. Seems like a pretty good deal. Yeah, for 40 dots, it's a decent deal, and everything is customized as well. Like, and you get the adhesive removers too, which is kind of cool. Not just regular alcohol wipes. All right, we'll be using these, and then let's actually unbox the A9 Mini. Also, Syndicate, thanks for following. Appreciate that. Before we get into the unboxing, oh guys, I forgot about something. I am supposed to host a giveaway this week. Nice car. Hey, Rosenberg, thanks for following, appreciate that. Rosenberg. And then you get the ATK dots for $5 to $6, and you vibe with like 70 dots and bigger shape ones. I haven't tried the ATK dots. I've heard decent things about them though. We're going to competitive max mode or just depends what type of mood I'm in. I think I'm gonna try the like very max mode first and see how bad it is in terms of battery life. And then if it only lasts me a day, I might swap. I need to charge my Lycan every other day though, so I might just go for the max mode. Like comp mode on my Lycan doesn't last me more than 2 days. Hydrate? I got you. Wait, how can you afford that already? You only just joined the freaking stream. Maybe you didn't follow yet. Maybe that's why I'm... What are those skates? Jellyfish or whatever? And what are they suited for? So these are all suited for glass mainly, cloth mainly. These are supposed to be like a bit more sensitive to picking up texture from your mouse pad. And the other ones are supposed to be like the smoothest dot skates you could possibly make. Those are the manta ray ones. I think these are going to be the safest option. Kind of similar to Cyclones probably. Like can literally fully charge in 20 minutes? That's true. It charges super quick. Alright, let me check the website. Language English, and then we'll do US dollars. A9 series, A9, and then Mini Plus. Dude, I said US dollars. Why is it telling it? Why is it showing up in Swiss francs? Alright, so that's gonna be lace. Okay. And then 58 Swiss francs. All right. Okay, let me see if I can show it to you guys. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to add a scene real quick because I haven't added my new browser. I'm on freaking Brave right now just for my stream, just to try it out. Display cap. Oh wait, it's just display capture. I'm just cooked. Wait, display capture's on. Why is it not working? Properties? Oh, okay, now it's working. Alright, am I showing anything that... Okay, no, I'm not. Alright, here it is. ATK A9 Mini. You can select... You need to go to the official store page. I have a link for ATK at jku.gg. I have a referral link there if anybody wants to support the channel. You can choose the Mini or the Mini Plus. The Mini is a tiny bit cheaper than the Mini Plus. The only difference between the normal Mini and the Mini Plus is going to be the sensor. The normal Mini comes with a 3950 and the Mini Plus comes with a 3955 if I remember correctly. Let me check real quick that I'm not talking bullshit. Mini and Mini Plus, yeah. The normal Mini has a 3950, the Mini Plus has a 3390. Oh, I can't see because of my camera. 3955. There you go. And they both have the same exact specs otherwise. It's the only difference. That and the colorways that you're able to get. The normal Mini you can only get in white or black. And then the Mini Plus you can get in all types of colors, and here are all the different ones. I was very on the fence between this pink one and the lake green one. The lake green one looks pretty cool. But I went for the pink one. I think I should have gone for the lake green. I think it's a bit more of an interesting color. We've seen pink quite a bit, but not the blue one so much. I want the hot pink one. I personally hate hot pink. But if that's your type of vibe, go for it, man. Why not? Your Ardor Orc, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. But yeah, let's talk about price. At the moment, you can get the normal Mini for 58, what is it, 52, 57 euros. So this is around 60 euros without shipping for the normal one, and the Mini Plus is like 65 euros before shipping. Your Inca G23 V2 kind of looks like the light green. Oh yeah, true. That, you know what? That was my exact thought process. Because I already have this one. So I thought I'd go for a pink one. Dude, Haru, you're actually such a real one for remembering that. Actually crazy. That's some proper dedication to my channel, not gonna lie. I would do the same, I know, right? You need to change it up. Back in the days, I only rocked matte black everything, but these days, especially because I'm like a reviewer, I just need to swap it up. I really need to. And also, black products just look so bad on camera. It's gotten better now that I have a proper camera and really good lighting, but dude, black mice on thumbnails just look so fucking bad. Magic with the hydrate, I got you. I was gonna get this when they announced it, and I realized that it's a 2C clone. I prefer the Inca G23 V2 for my palm grip. Yeah, if you prefer to use like a bigger mouse for palm grip, the G23 makes a lot more sense. I like my old black, but for content, I get it. Yeah, for sure. Black is so generic and isn't eye-catching. True. I remember when our entire like esports and pro gear scene was all like black. I think the first widely popular high quality wireless white mouse was a super light. I think that was the first time ever we saw like a very widely like well-selling white mouse that actually was good, at least back in the days. Like a no coating, so it looks okay on camera. Yeah, it looks a bit more interesting, and it doesn't look like as oily and stuff like that. I have like a tiny bit of a shiny spot on my thumb, but like where my thumb goes, so I might have to give it a clean. Yeah, GPX in pink was also a pretty wild one. Alright. But yeah, it's this Mini Plus that I have right here. At the moment, you can get it for 65 euros. And comparing that to the 2C, which what normally costs like 170 bucks. How much is a 2C right now? Let me check. Buy a Logitech Superlight 2C. The 2C in Switzerland is going for 130 Swiss francs, so that's like 140 euros. And on the official website, it is, holy shit, there's a huge discount on Logitech right now. I guess it's just not selling well. The 2C is going for 119 Swiss francs on the official Logitech store. So that is like 126 euros or something like that. So compared to the ATK, it's almost twice as much. So the ATK is like half the price of a 2C. And you're getting a better sensor. In theory. And you're getting a really good WebDriver. And Logitech still doesn't have a WebDriver. So for 65 bucks, this is looking very promising right now at this moment. Keep in mind though, that this price is only for the pre-sale, or like the early sale that's going on right now. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see if that changes. Also, I think I was supposed to get like a free arm sleeve and something else together with this, but I didn't get it. Everyone loves Hero Spin Out, I know, right? Dude, I had several spin outs on my GPX decks when I got it. It was pretty bad. We used to have to pay a tax for white peripherals, I know, right? Oh yeah, for PC parts, it's still absolutely a thing, for sure. Is it like it worth the price tag? Yeah. You can check out my review. I went a lot more in depth in my review than some videos that I have seen already, because I think the Lycan got a bit overshilled. It's not a mouse for everyone. So if you want to check out my video here on YouTube, I definitely recommend watching that, because I used it for like 2 or 3 weeks straight and tried to be as honest as possible. I really wanted to go super in depth and like the actual experience with it and who it might be suited for and who not. Especially in terms of the skate ridges. Like the plastic just digs into software pads like crazy and it feels awful. In Ukraine 2C is like $100, maybe 105. That's decent. 39.55 Nugent Nordic and WebDriver on the dude. ATK's WebDriver is by far the best. I will say that. Out of all mice I've ever tried, ATK's WebDriver for their main lineup mice is straight up the best I've ever tried. They nail it. They have full-on custom LOD. They have sensor rotation. They have, dude, fucking anything you could possibly wish for. They have XY DPI split, everything. Your future bound, thank you for following, appreciate that. Even the $20 mice have it, that's crazy. Can choose the bottom of your 2C, here we go. Is it smaller than the other? Yeah, the A9 Mini is a lot smaller than most of their mice. It's like a mini version of the normal Air. Oh, like the normal 9. A9. God, I can't even talk anymore. How's your experience? Any vertical drift when lifting and repositioning your mouse? Moving left to right at 200 Hz or above? I mean, you mean like when you like put your mouse up and down? That's just a lift-off distance. A friend of mine have that problem, especially if you don't use stock skates. Yeah, you need to adjust your lift-off distance. And if you can't adjust the lift-off distance on your mouse, yeah, you're just fucked. I personally don't know any mice that you can't do that anymore. You need to lower your lift-off distance if that's like a proper issue. Alright, let's unbox this shit. So here you go. A whole hour later into the stream, the A9 Mini Plus. The boxes are going to be the same for both mice, by the way. It's just like a different sticker on the rear for the Mini and the Mini Plus. but the box is colored in pink to match the mouse itself, which is pretty nice. The dongle is mismatching though. It's a gray dongle. It's not a pink one, unfortunately. That would have been pretty cool. That would have been sick as hell. And then here's the mouse. Let me lower my lighting a tiny bit to make it a bit more realistic. Here's what it actually looks like. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what these black spots are on my thumb that you've seen in my video lately, dude, that's an inner bleeding I had when I had to test out my DJI microphones. And one of the parts, like the dongle, got stuck and I yanked on it, and then it like drove into my thumb with full force. So yeah, that's just crusty old blood inside of my thumb. It's actually fucking weird. Do you prefer dot skates or full size? I prefer dots on the PD170 and glass, and then full size for anything else. What are you doing with your thumbs all the time? I don't even know, dude. I mountain bike a lot, so the skin on my thumbs get fucked up inside of my glove. And then, yeah, this thumb is just, I don't even know. Oh yeah, and then I burned my thumb like a few weeks ago, and then that looked all fucked up. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. It's not a good period to be a JQ, to have a JQ thumb or a hand kink at the moment. I'm sorry. But yeah, the skates are freaking enormous. They're so big. I'm definitely gonna be going for dots here. I mean, I already voted for it anyway. Beautiful color, I agree. It looks fucking amazing. Coating feels pretty rubbery. Feels nice. Moldy, Jake. Alright, dude. Alright. And here is the early comparison to the 2C. It looks almost identical. I think it might be a bit shorter, huh? Yeah, I think it's a bit shorter. I think I'm gonna hate that. Uh-oh. Stinky. Is it shorter though? Nah. Nah, I don't think so. More flat? Let's see. I don't know. Looks pretty similar to me. Even the side button positioning is about the same. It looks 0.5% smaller. Let me actually compare them side by side. Actually, before we do that, let's check out the rest of the packaging. Also, here's the receiver for anybody who cares, but it's just like a very generic ATK gear receiver. Unfortunately, it's not pink. If that one would have been pink, that would have been crazy. Could have gone so hard. Oh, the protective film as well. Yo, Pluma, thanks for following. Appreciate that. Also, White Luca, thanks as well. Same size in Elo? Yeah, it is supposed to be a clone, so I'd hope so. Less flared? It does look a tiny bit less flared. It looks very similar though. You see, if I just had the Find My Mouse tool up and running with the A9 Mini right now, we wouldn't have to go skate so, because we could just see it in an actual factual scan. Here's the cable. Insanely stiff and pretty much unusable unless you just want to connect it to your receiver as per usual. And then, ooh, you get some goodies. Oh, Neon, thanks for the dimensions. Yeah, insanely similar. By ATK naming their mouse almost same with VXE and VGN. VXE and ATK are the same company, like behind the brand. VGN also used to be under ATK, but no more. It is now its own thing. Alright, so the dots look incredibly mid as per usual, with free dot skates. look kind of not really G-Wolf stats, but yeah, pretty mid. Here's the backside. So that one guy is making an MC1 alternative. Yeah, exactly. That was Hunterwall. He's the guy who designed the PMM by Pulse. The Pulse by PMM. Oh my god, other way around. How does the whole process work? Do you know where to get a file 3D printed? I'm pretty sure that that is going to be a design that is going to be sold under PMM. Or is he? No, actually he's making it himself. Huh. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be selling the actual design. In terms of where to get something 3D printed, there are many services in China with really affordable prices and shipping. Just like FacFox, for example. And then there are so many others. You can just Google like Chinese. What's the most popular Chinese printing service? Your therapy, thanks for full, appreciate that. Also, Astro, I got you. Have you expressed any thoughts on the new file mouse? I did a live stream for the whole event. But TLDR, we'll have to wait and see. There was a lot of misinformation in the stream though. Here are the grips, by the way. They're kind of like super grips from Pulsar, but a bit worse. Maybe these are okay for sweaty hands. Yeah, I think these are actually really good for super sweaty hands. I still use the MC1, dude. I hear that all the time. The MC1 has a huge fan base, like an underground fan base. I saw the Beast G on Alley now. Hell yeah! I'm getting a unit, by the way. I just don't know when. Is it the Hitscan Hyperlight? No, that's a Lycan. VOD still up for stream? Yeah, it's on my YouTube. It's gonna be up for ever, pretty much. You can find it here on Twitch as well. Your favorite protein bar? Whatever I had in one of my last streams. I forgot the name of them. I fully forgot the name. I have a picture of them somewhere. Is the mouse smaller than this mini? I have to wait, what are we talking about? What mouse? What is smaller than what? These two are the exact same, supposedly. We'll have to check that out here in a sec. Are the Weisel keyboard on AliExpress? I don't know. I got mine from Max Gaming. Cherry bought Extrafy? Yep. Extrafy is like Cherry Extrafy is literally dying as we speak. JP Gaming based. Sai said he's planning to make a new mouse. That would be pretty sick. Yeah, Cherry is indeed dying. Any flex on the A9 Mini? I haven't checked it out yet. Let me put this all to the side. Then we'll do a shape comparison, and then we check out the build quality, and then we weigh it, and then we hop into WebDriver. Oh yeah, it's definitely your absolute last chance to buy any old school MX Blacks if you want any. ATK and Attack Shark are not the same thing. They're two fully separate brands. The only ones that are similar, are like the actual same, are ATK and VXE. Oh guys, you know what? You know what I just remembered? Ages ago, I purchased a like $20 mouse from ATK. It never arrived. It has never ever arrived. I just remembered that. I'm gonna have to check up on that tomorrow. ATK mouse that didn't arrive. What a reminder. Sue them? Nah, it's just an AliExpress purchase. I wonder why it never came. Your business moves are pretty weird. I agree. I don't know what Cherry has been doing for all of these years. Oh yeah, the James Donkey mouse is just an OEM model, so Keychron just went to the, or like just talked to the factory and just released it. It's the same exact mouse. With maybe like some super minor differences. A sniffer? Why are we sniffing right now? Oh, is it because of me blowing into the mic? Is that why? You ever use for poo-poo? No. What are we sniffing? Alright, so in-hand feel. Your feet smell good? What the fuck? We just doing it? Okay, I guess we're just sniffing at that point. I don't get why Cherry does not expand into HE switches. Dude, Cherry has just been throwing for the past 10 years. It's actually insane. Alright, in-hand feel. A9 Mini compared to the 2C. I cannot feel a difference. And that is a good thing. For anyone who wants a cheap 2C out there. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think this might be the closest clone I've ever felt. Normally, with all of the clones, there's always one teeny tiny thing that's different. With this mouse, so far, just from like comparing it side by side, I can't feel a difference. I think there's a very slight difference in terms of the rear hump on the sides. Like maybe the rounding of the hump? I don't know. It feels pretty much identical. What's the Mini Plus smell like? I don't know. You smell to it. Yeah, here. Alright, you sniffed it? What does it smell like? Smells Chinese? That would make sense. Ni howdy. Smells like Chinatown. Dude, now I'm getting hungry. It smells very it smells like a factory. It smells like it was coated like half a month ago. Dude, these skates are so fucking big. It's actually insane. It smells like faux. Dude, the skates. So they are indeed 100% PTFE translucent skates. They also do have a big fucking skate spacer underneath. Also Syrupy and the Liar Man. Thanks for followers, appreciate that. Smells like saved money? Exactly. Dude, $60. Actually crazy. Here's what the thickness of the skates look like. Wait, let me check it out IRL real quick. Yeah, it's a bit on the thinner end. It's pretty, I agree. Is the mouse out now? It's been out for ages. You've been able to purchase it for 2 weeks already. It's on the A9 listing. It's a bit difficult to find. Skate thickness is a bit on the thinner side. And the skates feel... okay. They feel smooth. Yeah, the skates are enormous. They're incredibly big. 36 euros in China? I'm not surprised. And that's with a 3950. Dude, can you imagine that? We're in the middle of 2026 and you can buy a 3950 mouse right now for 36 euros locally in China. It's actually insane. Like with a goated web driver and everything, and a Nordic 54L. It's actually insane. Wait, it's a Nordic 54L, right? Yeah, it is. Did you wait? No, not yet. Great reminder, though. Great reminder. So a normal 2C, super light 2C weight. A normal 2C comes in at 53 grams. My Mini Plus comes in at 45.7. So that's like 7 something grams less. Let's say about 7 grams less. Let me take notes. Let me take notes somewhere. I have Obsidian on this PC, right? Yeah, I do. So let's do reviews, mouse, and then ATK A9 Mini Plus. Stock weight with skates. 54.7 grams. Stock 2C is 53 grams. And then 39 plus 7. A 39 plus minus 7. Wait, what is it advertised? Oh, we forgot to look at what it's advertised at. This is going to be the funniest part out of all. It is advertised at 39 grams. That's fucking hilarious. 39 grams. And it comes in at 46. Congrats. This might be a new world record in the most misleading marketing I have ever seen on a mouse. Holy shit, dude. 39 grams. And it comes in at 46. It's a 7 fucking gram difference. That is actually insane. I'm gonna have to tweet that. I'm gonna have to tweet that right now. That is actually hilarious. Ah, that's so fucking funny. That is actually hilarious. A surprise for a Chinese companies to the classics. It actually is like fully normal, especially for ATK. But dude, a 7 gram difference is insane. Like, I get plus minus 3 grams. I get plus minus 2 grams. Like, honestly, already plus minus 3 grams is absolutely fucking pushing it. But dude, 7? Actually insane. Maybe gravity in Sweden is stronger than China? Oh yeah, that might be the reason. I think you're onto something. Let me get the ATK store page real quick. Dude, this is actually hilarious. Where's my browser? fucked up my tweet. I'll be right with you guys. I'll keep messing with you. Entrance list weight pretty accurately? Yeah, that's true. Decently accurately. Definitely better than this shit. I mean, yeah, the skates are gonna weigh a shit ton because they're so freaking big. I'm gonna remove the skates afterwards and weigh it again. I'll do that after. Yeah, I know that normally they weigh mice without skates just for marketing purposes. I know. It's just, you can't advertise a mouse at 39 grams and then you put it on a scale and it's 46. Like, you can't do that. A normal human being is not going to order a mouse, take off the skates and put it on a scale. Holy shit, I'm gonna have to like recolor my Brave browser to something else. It's so... It looks the exact same as my Chrome right now. How's the ATK A9 Mini click feel? I think they're just the FE opticals, the custom FE opticals that they use. They're definitely not the best optical switches out on the market. They're very... They feel okay. Like, you do feel the tactility and they're not that heavy. They just sound pretty bad. Feel fine though. Also no switch grinding, but there is like a bit of wobble. Like a bit of side-to-side movement. It's not perfect. It's good enough though. There's also some wobble. Not that bad though. Have any pets? No. I'm not Omni-Man. Scroll is nice and spammable and light. Scroll click. It's, I don't know, a bit heavier. Like a 6 out of 10. What wheel do I get for Forza? No, and just play with a controller. Remove the skates and let's see. We'll do that in a sec. For how long did your Lycan had no status update until support offered you a replacement? I had to reach out to them. I reached out to support. I reached out to them and they replied within like 2 days, like 1 day pretty much. Yeah, 7 grams is indeed crazy. Solid and transparent were advertised at 39. Transparent was like 45 to 47. Wait, what are we talking about? Ah, the 0? Oh yeah, true. Yeah, true. You got 43 without skates. So it's still like a gram too much, right? Not as bad as with the skates though. How is rounding between upper and bottom shell on it? It looks identical to whatever Logitech is doing. There's not really a rounding, it's like kind of sharp. Yo, Sinon, thanks for following, appreciate that.
Nice car.
Let me finish my tweet real quick. Where's the fucking... Oh, is it for your pincer claw? I use the 2C for pincer a lot. It's okay. It's usable. The thing is with the 2C hump though, it's like kind of sharp. So it's like this part feels pretty sharp because it goes up kind of drastically, and it doesn't go like out as wide. So you don't really have like a wide pincer support in the rear because it doesn't flare out that much. And then like the hump feels kind of narrow. I can use it with my 19x10 hands. I'd more recommend this for like 18 centimeter long hands, like 18x9 or smaller. If you play pincer, I say like 10 centimeter wide hands are kind of pushing it for pincer. It doesn't feel that good. You know any proper XM2 mods? I do not. I'm sorry. What's your top 3 mice for pincer claw? I mean, I do like pincer aggressive hybrid and the Sora type of shape, the OP1 type of shape. CRJ Coco one is very base as well. And yeah, stuff like that. You know what also is a banger for pincer? The original G303 Daedalus Apex. Good old times.
Nice cock.
Alright, let's take off the skates and wait again. Oh, I have a new skate removal tool from Talon Games. It's like a guitar pick, but it's kind of big at the center and then it goes out more sharp towards the edges. I feel like this was actually made custom just for removing skates. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this because it's not like a... I don't think this is a normal guitar pick, right? Or do guitar picks like this exact shape exist? Have you seen this before if you're a guitar player? Also, Aquavelli, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. I have the same exact thing, it's not custom. I'm pretty sure it's like just made by an OEM, but... Okay, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I have the iFixit Pry tool thing. Okay, yeah, no. Alright, I guess it's just been out on the market before. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, let's remove these skates. These are gonna weigh a lot, I can already tell you that. Probably gonna be like 5 grams total. Oh my god, they're really on there. Alright. Yeah, these are gonna be super heavy. Here's just a front skate. I'm gonna need a more accurate scale, by the way. I should buy one. Front skate alone is like 1.7 grams. Oh, 1.9? I need a better scale. You know what? I'm gonna take notes real quick. I'm gonna buy another scale, like an actual good one. Order precision scale, whatever you call it, I don't know. Fucking drug scale. That's the move. I'm a fingertip guy, but for tag FPS I need to use pincer, fair enough. Yeah, I cannot play fingertip on tag FPS. What is your personal mouse preference? Mid hump like hit scan or back hump? I like both. I definitely enjoy both. Looks fairly small to be a guitar pick, I know, right? It's probably just like made for prying.
Nice cock.
I don't know if I'm a huge fan of it. I think a knife is still the best tool to remove skates. As long as you make sure you not fully scratch up your mouse. An espresso scale? Dude, my dad is fully getting to the espresso rabbit hole right now. I might just have to steal his scale in the future. 3.6. And now the mouse without skates. I'm keeping the sensory skate on though. Yeah, I'm gonna need something super precise. Hey, what's up, Brath? How are you doing? Great for removing dots, I can imagine. It was okay to remove the big skates. It was alright. Get a 100-pound car. I am not gonna get that. I do want to try hard my coffee though in the future as well. Juicy looks way better on camera. Yeah, white mice do look the best on cam. I like the pink though. 41.7. I think my scale might be tweaking. 41.8. So 41.8 without skates. Without big skates. 41.8 grams. Alright, I have taken notes. Try out in coffee, super fun. I can imagine, dude. I'm really looking forward to it. Is there any difference for the code of the coding clicks between the ATK A9 Ultimate V2 and ATK A9 Mini? I think this one feels a bit more rubbery and not as chalky. It feels great though. I think you're gonna like it. I cannot see anyone having any gripping issues with this. Dude, what playlist am I on right now? I'm on the right one. Why do I have these crazy ass songs in here? Using the Windows Insider? Yeah. It was up ecstatic. That's accurate for ATK? Yeah, I mean, still, you had to remove the skates, but... Alright, I tweeted. Which insider channel are you on? Dude, I just went to some website that, like a repo that has all of them, and I just took the latest one. It's called Insider Preview Evaluation Copy Build 29595.1000. And the release is from May 15th. May 13th. Read the chat. What is your first impression to the ATK A9 Mini compared to the 2C? Dude, shape is fucking identical. Coding is better. Switches, they're like a bit less tactile on the A9 because they're just your FE customs, like the ATK custom opticals. They're just a slightly adjusted FE optical. And yeah, shape is fucking identical, like 1-to-1, actually. So the only thing we need to compare, like the only thing that's left to compare is sensory position. And it's actually a bit higher than the 2C. The 2C is kind of low, it's all the way down here. Yeah. It's all the way down here. So this might be the first ATK mouse ever that has a better sensory position than what it's copying. Like a more forward sensory position than what it's copying. I use it through Windows usually. Do you have the fresh... yeah, I had to fresh install everything. Like I started from scratch. I just made a new partition on my SSD and installed it from scratch. About the MChoose L7 Pro, but the mouse is so flat I can't relax claw grip it. I mean, you absolutely can, but if it's not to your personal preferences, then yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I have to grip the mouse in a super aggressive claw grip or go fingertip style. 18cm hands. Huh. I tried relax clawing it and it worked fine for me personally, but yeah, it's not everyone's gonna be the same. We all grip our mice differently, of course. Have you seen any benefits of the Windows Insider for gaming? I have barely hopped in game and tried it. In terms of latency, like measurable latency difference, there was a huge difference, but that was also because of my optimizations. I cannot speak for this Windows Insider version without tweaks. So yeah, everything that you're gonna hear from me in the future is gonna be have to be taken with a large grain of salt, because I have done a shit ton to my Windows. That's a bit too bright, right? I think I should turn my lights like down a tiny bit. Like maybe like 70 or 60, 65. That's still pretty bright. I'll go with 60. You should always try out a mouse for at least 2 weeks before saying it's not for you. Exactly. If you ever buy a new mouse and you don't like it at first, give it like a solid week or two. Unless it's like totally unusable to you. Drop the optimization guide. I'm never gonna do that. We need it in an accent though. I'm never gonna do any type of tweaking or optimization guides ever. I just, my sources would all be, trust me bro, I have no clue of what I'm doing. I had so many people help me. I didn't do anything out of my own experience except for like NV clean install, like basic BIOS things, very basic BIOS things, and fan curves and shit like that. Power plan and the tightest Windows optimizations, like the tightest Wint util. What tweaks did you do? Dude, you'll have to ask my freaking guy who helped me out. Evolve optimizations, and it was mainly Pyam. I'm a streamer, what I can't read the name. Yeah, Pyam. Which keyboard case is that? It's an Allomace. It's an Allomace that I custom painted. I haven't talked about this keyboard yet. We might get more into this keyboard later. I can relax claw the L7 Pro. It's just like not that comfortable, and my fingers overlap a bit. I think with 18 centimeters you should be fine though, unless you like full on palm it. The 10's mouse, I went from literally it hurting in my hand to the best shape I've used. I have had similar experiences. At first, I couldn't use the 2C. I had to arch my fingers here on the right, my ring finger, my pinky finger. I had to arch them so freaking much just to be able to hold it properly with my hand. League of the Keyboard competition, you'll have to pay a huge fine. I am allowed to post anything. I have confirmation, don't worry. That's why I might talk about it later. I love the stone gray color. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Looks like an Aria type of colorway. I know, right? It does. It actually does. Trust me, bro, and PC blows up. Exactly. I think the only BIOS tweak that really helped was just memory, a lot of like memory tweaks. Like memory overclocking. Not so much overclocking, more tweaks. Normally I'm not a huge fan of overclocking. I'm more an undervolt type of a guy. Alright, let's put on the dot skates. These are gonna be the Dysphoria jellyfish. And if you want to know more about them, you'll have to ask Google, because I don't know shit about them. They're a very, very niche skate from a Japanese company. But they are made in China, of course. I really wish REA would do another mouse. I hope they can afford to do it. I don't think they made their money back on the RCC one. RCC one or FCC one? Now I forgot. Have you ever experimented with different keyboard angles? I have. I cannot use a super flat keyboard. I need some type of angle. Alright, so there is a tiny bit of adhesive left. I don't think I'm gonna use the adhesive remover because it looks pretty clean. I am gonna use a normal alcohol pad though. Did you rotate your spacebar? I do not. I play with a wrist rest. I don't like rotating my spacebar with wrist rest. Back when I didn't use a wrist rest though, I did rotate my spacebar. It did feel better. This forest actually a well-known in glass pack communities. Maybe that's why they decided to do their own skates, huh? That does make sense. Yo, what's up, Gleason? How you doing? I'm also gonna have to go get some water here in a sec. Alright, I think we're gonna do 2 in the front. I don't really know where to place them. Where do I grip it? Okay, so I don't need to place them that super forward. I have no clue where to put these. I'm gonna start with the bottom, because that's the easiest part. How's the A9 Mini so far? Dude, it's looking really solid. Oh, we haven't talked about build quality though. The weight was very misleading though. It was 7 grams more than advertised with the pads, like the stock skates installed. Is it better than GPX2C? Dude, value-wise, it is definitely looking to be so. In terms of like build quality, it feels pretty solid. You can flex the top shell a bit because it's on the thinner side. It's not really bad though. I cannot press in the hump. I mean, I kind of like super force it, but it feels good. No creaks. No creaks. No switch grinding, but there is a tiny bit of side-to-side movement. Side button cannot be fully pressed into the shell. And yeah, feels pretty good. Yeah, the weight is indeed super misleading. But yeah, 65 euros before shipping for the 39.55. And like, I think 58 euros or something like that for the normal one. Or like 60 euros. Alright, that's the rear skates out of the way. Do you often try to put your dots fully? Dude, I always super try hard. Normally, I never put a dot in the center. Normally, I always put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. But I've started doing 3 in the bottom and 2 on top because I'm on the PD170 and this base is so hard, it just doesn't care. I just bought the 2C for $110. Just want to make sure not to regret it. You can watch my video on this mouse that's gonna come out in like 2 weeks. Then you'll actually know whether you're missing out or not. I don't think you'll ever feel like you're gonna be missing out. It's just like, I think this is gonna be better value-wise. Based on your experience, should I get the L7 Ultra or the A9 Mini Plus for claw grip? It's like that fully depends on your hand size, your grip style, and your personal preferences. Both are great, probably. It just depends on you. Like how you grip your mouse, what your hand size is, and your personal preferences, as always. Are you German? Do you just listen to German music? I'm from the German part of Switzerland, like German speaking part. I do listen to a lot of rap in languages that I do not understand a single word of. I've mainly been listening to Korean and Japanese rap lately, like super underground stuff. Alright, so initial impressions of these skates, they definitely pick up more texture than your usual skates. And that's what these are made for, by the way. These are the jellyfish. And these jellyfish are supposed to pick up a bit more texture and be a tiny bit slower than normal 100% PTFE, like super fast oriented PTFE skates. What do you think of the mouse so far? Dude, it's feeling good so far. It seems to be crazy value. Lithuanian underground rap. That might actually be interesting. Have you looked into Xbox mode for better 1% lows? I have not. I think I have that fully disabled. What is it? Oh, you mean the new Xbox mode that is like meant for portable devices, right? For like portable Windows handhelds. Supposedly it helps with 1% lows. I benchmarked my rivals yesterday and I had 217 FPS in my 1% lows. And that is already so much better than what I was at before. I think before it was like 150. So that's already a huge up for me. But that was without streaming. I'm gonna have to see what it's gonna be with stream today. I think I might actually benchmark my game on stream. That would be pretty interesting. Alright, Lycan to the side. It's about time we actually turn this mouse on. So it has an on and off toggle switch. There's a DPI button. And the LED, there's an LED here on top as well. That is also one of my gripes with the Lycan I forgot to mention in my video. The LED is on the bottom. So you need to be like lifting up your mouse or looking at the side of it to know if you're running out of battery or not, because the receiver on the Lycan, or like G-Wolves in general, does not have an LED indicator. I was really impressed with the battery life though. With what? Your A9? Is it better? What were you using? Were you using like the top tier performance mode or the second highest one without the static 20k FPS scanning? I'm looking forward to checking out the battery life. I missed the answer. Did you say it's better than a Superlight? I'd say it's better value. It's definitely better value. Dude, it costs half as much as a Superlight 2C right now here in Central Europe. Build quality and switches are better than 2C? I'd say it's about the same. Like the top shell is a bit more flexible on the A9, the A9 Mini Plus, but build quality wise, the switches feel a bit better. Like the switch wobble is crazy on the 2C, yeah, you see that shit? And here's the ATK. It's like not nearly as bad. Scroll is a bit lighter as well. I hope my A9 Mini arrives this week. Yeah, I hope you're gonna get it as well. Dude, this arrived super fast, by the way. I used standard shipping and it arrived within a week. Very, very fast. Jim just reacted to your tweet. Oh, to the ATK A9 Mini tweet? Oh, what? Which one? This one reply on my tweet is hilarious. I need to show you guys this. So the ATK A9 Mini Plus might take the new record for most misleading weight advertisement. Advertised at 39, comes in at 46.6. No, you misunderstood. That's without the skates, cable, shell, air, gravity, and color. Common mistake, it's okay. That's fucking hilarious. Can you show how to put skates on the Lotus? What? We're talking about the Black Lotus mouse? What? I don't know what we're talking about. You know comp mode is placebo? Yeah, I think 20k FPS, like static 20k FPS scanning is I think that's placebo so far, yeah. I do think so. Yeah, G-Wolf just quote tweets it with bah. That's hilarious. Wait, I had to translate that. Oh yeah, now I understand. Okay, thanks, Twitter. That's fucking hilarious. My 2C Black has switch wobble at top, but at the middle of the main clicks it's not. Yeah, it's fine at the center. That's hilarious.
Nice cock.
Need MCHOs to refresh the L7? Oh, you know what? Since we're talking about the L7, I have the new L7 and the L7 Plus, but it's not a new model. It's just like a slight refresh with the new Kale switches. It's nothing new. I just wanted to check them out because I have been hearing some mixed feedback about these. Young's choice, I know, right? It actually sounds like there's a PDF file behind this project. It's just the slogan, dude, is so cringe. How are the clicks of the A9 Mini compared to the 2C? I already answered you that. They're like slightly less tactile. That's the main difference. The main takeaway. A bit more spammable. They don't feel great. They feel okay. And they also sound okay. The MCHOs files. MCHOs Island. Holiday was like 15 to 20% drain only. That's dope. Yeah, I have these two. We'll unbox these and test these another day. Maybe tomorrow. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. I finally have my bike back. I really want to go for a ride again. Well, sorry to put those shitty Kale opticals. The new Kale opticals are okay. These are FE opticals. But yeah, the Kale. I don't know what the Kales are gonna feel like in the L7. I think the TTCs are better. I think like arm on top, TTC V2 opticals number 2, then either Huano opticals or the Kales next, I guess, the newer ones. Also Bluey, how are you doing? Also Yuppie2, thanks for following, appreciate that. You gotta be watching the European Open. Not mouse reviews? Wait, what? European Open? Which one? Are we talking about football? What are your thoughts on the M3S? Holy shit, that's a throwback. Fully irrelevant by now, I'm sorry. I just wait for the LA1, the new one from Pulsar that they're doing, although that one's gonna be super expensive. Match room? Oh, dude! Holy shit! You actually remember that I play pool? That's crazy. No, I'm not following pool at all at the moment. I'm sorry. I actually feel sorry for the sport. I was in such a big pool hype for the past 2 years, and now I'm just like, I fully took a break. I've taken a break since March. I haven't played ever since. I'm actually so sorry, dude. But let me guess. Moritz is probably absolutely slaying everyone right now, right? Moritz Neuhausen. I bet he's annihilating the competition right now. I'm willing to bet. He was such a great up-and-coming talent. What's the most crisp and tactile switch you've ever felt? TTC. Definitely the most tactile one. You're not missing? It's a crap show this event? Ah, that sucks. What's happening? What happened? My Miku OS came warped? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can get that fixed with support. Maybe warped glass pads are actually a thing. You're not the first one to mention that today. You let me know more about the European Open. What's going on? I'd love to hear that. Do you prefer TTC V2 opticals or the ARM? I prefer ARM runs. What mouse has TTC switches? TTC opticals? I think the ROM Leviathan. Right, does it have TTC? I think the ROM Leviathan has them, right? ROM Leviathan. Oh. What other brands have them? They're not really that popular yet. The Wiseowl Triana. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Swag Princess. I actually feel so bad for you. You probably look forward to that a lot. 30 degrees Celsius conditions? That's fucking insane. Do they have like an AC or anything? That I could never play pool in that heat. It's such a mental sport. New ball set with wrong colors? Would they swap the colors? Dude, fucking why? Why the hell would they do that? That is actually gonna mess you up so bad. Dude, 71 viewers on Twitch. You guys are actually insane. Support lately has been crazy. Shape is not at a... What, if shape doesn't matter, Viper V4 Pro is probably the best, most expensive out there? Well, probably the most expensive mouse that's worth... probably the most mouse... Oh my god. Guys, can you hear that English is not my first language? I'm not sure. Maybe I should speak with more of an accent. Yeah, the Viper V4 Pro, if you're like only out there for tech right now, like lowest motion latency, it's the best buy. Literally. But please, please don't buy a mouse only because of specs. You need a mouse that is suited for your personal hand size grip style and personal preferences. Your personal preferences. FSR is tearing it up right now? Hell yeah. Modus is usually a dark horse that no one really thinks about until he hits Final 16. True. Dude, I think Morris is gonna absolutely annihilate everyone in the finals. He has it. He has it in him. Dude, I love his routine. His routine is the fucking best. The way that every single shot he lines up and he always looks at it from an angle like, okay, yeah, I'm lining it up, okay. Then he takes his chalk, puts it down on one of the diamonds on the table. I love it. It's so OCD. Yo, Johns, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate that. Thanks for your support. W Johns. I've seen you around for a while, dude. W supporter. N3S from Soundkönig. I thought you were talking about the Darmstadt one. It's your next release. 800 euros. Alright, anyway, I am enjoying this 60 euro mouse right now as we speak. Now, but jokes aside, Soundkönig customers, they're in it because they want something special. They want something handcrafted. And if that's what you want, sure, go ahead. It's all homemade. Why not? Even the firmware's custom, right? Common opticals are almost extinct by this point. True. Very true. KLGX 8.0s, dude. Those were times. Those were definitely times. OP1 W4K, how does it compare to the TTC optical? KLs are definitely more heavy. TTC optical is gonna be a bit lighter, but in terms of tactility, kind of similar, I guess. Kind of. Dude, yeah, Soundkönig's PCB design looks freaking amazing. Soundkönig. Alright, I'll go get some water real quick. I'm the opposite of drowning. Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to say. Alright, I'll be right back. All right. We're back. Opposite of drowning. Can you say poaching, or isn't it just like being poached? Poached. Meaning. What? Poached? You're talking about a cooking or... Oh. No. Parched. That was it. Yeah, parched. Exactly. Not poached. I'm not a poached egg. What were the mouse gates? They are the... Dysphoria jellyfish. You had to choose one mouse for spam clicking it in League. What would you pick? The Super Strike. Unironically. I love you, Jake, who just came here for a sec to tell you that. Love you too, dude. Thanks for being here, Victory. Victory. Another carbon wired mouse cost hundreds of dollars. Yeah, that's a Zaunkönig moment. Ach, Diggy. Alright. Anyway. Let's actually use the damn thing. Spamming for League? Imagine using macros. Do you use a different mouse for daily use that has better battery life? Nah, I like... Whenever I put a new mouse on my desk, it stays there. And I do everything from home at the moment, so... ATK Web Hub. Let's set it up. ATK Hub. You're about to see the best web driver that is known to mankind. Unless it doesn't load. That's not a good sign. I think I actually jinxed it. It doesn't load for me. Oh, what was that? It tweaked. Is it because I'm running Brave Shield? Let me try reloading it. Nope, it doesn't work. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to the ATK store over here, and then we say ATK Hub. Does that work? WebDriver, open. Love the L7 Ultra went from Ascendant 3 to a Model 2 first day. That is actually insane. I mean, I have no clue what that means because I don't play Valorant, but that's crazy. L7 is mega based. I love both the L7 and the L7 Plus. Both are two of my favorite mice of all time. Alright, let's get rid of the flashbang. And then... Should we check if there's a firmware upgrade? Ah, lucky me, there is none. Because if there's one thing I love more than anything else, it's updating a firmware live on stream. Cloud Smoke Pink. That is definitely a colorway. Alright, I have a button for the DPI cycle. Do I use that for something? You know what I could use it for? Dude, deafening on Discord with the DPI button. That would be kind of funny. What games are you playing? Marvel Rivals mainly at the moment. And Forza Horizon 6. My favorite mouse game. If Zaunkönig was wireless, how low do you think they could get the weight? Not lower than G-Wolves. I don't think so. Dysphoria Maki cloth mousepad is more controller. I have no clue. I've never heard about that. I'm sorry. I'm using the sensor tilt at -3 and it has improved my flicks. Dude, I have started using sensor rotation for the first time in about a year on my Lycan, and it has helped my consistency so much. I'm gonna do the same here for the ATK Mini A9 Mini Plus, so that you can see how I do it. But for anyone who cares about mouse settings, Melon FPS made a pretty good video. Melon FPS. He made a video only about mouse settings.
Hey, buddy, welcome back to...
I'll send that to you guys in chat if you want to know more about what settings you should run on your mouse. It's pretty interesting. Only thing I'm still unsure about is motion sync, because as he said in the video, it just feels weird at first. I think I'm gonna enable motion sync this time, just for the fun of it, and see if it helps my consistency over the next 2 weeks. But man, going from a 28, like a 29 gram mouse all the way up to like what, 42, that is gonna feel different for sure. I think I might have to up my sensitivity a bit. I have my sensitivity at 40 cm360. I used to be like a 30 cm360 main, but I'm now at 40 cm360, which is a lot slower. Only because of the light can, because it is so stupid light. And with dots on the PD170, it just freaking flies. What are your thoughts on the 3955? I have no thoughts on it so far. I cannot feel a difference personally. I don't think anyone is gonna, like anyone here in chat is gonna be able to feel a difference. Yeah, sensor rotation is pretty neat. Sensor rotation can help you a lot with consistency, because most people don't grip their mouse straight. Like, the way that I grip my Lycan, I have like a 4-degree angle. Like compared to how I hold it. It's like something like this. Yeah. But with the ATK, I think it's gonna be a bit less. I think I'm gonna be like -3 or something like that. Yeah, 3 or 4 degrees. I'll have to pull up the Razer website for calibration, like for testing it out. What's a good or the best mouse pad for 30 bucks? Dude, 30 bucks is a tough one. Because even on AliExpress, a lot of the time shippings are gonna bite you in the butt. I'd say... Oh yeah, the IKEA Lone Spillar. That and the PK Control one. Or the, there's another one, but I'm gonna gatekeep that one. Sorry, guys. I'm straight up putting you on the cock chair, I'm sorry. Alright. Delete. Delete. No, it's like nah, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it soon. Soon, TM. Ripping out the... I've been ripping the PK Control. PK Control is based. Alright, no independent XY split for me today. Then performance, I'm gonna go with the max and see how long it lasts on 2K polling. But now that my Windows is super fucking optimized and tweaked out the wazoo, I might go for 4K when I'm not streaming. I might try 4K again, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm gonna keep motion sync on this time, just to see if I can get used to it or if I actually do notice a difference. Debounce 0 milliseconds, but there is slam clicking. Yeah, there is very heavy slam clicking. Let me put it to 1. No slam clicking on 1 millisecond. So yeah, there's just slam clicking on 0 millisecond debounce. I think I'm gonna have to set it to 1. I think they're probably their slam click filter is just not tuned well enough on this mouse. What have you done for Windows? Dude, fucking everything that you could possibly imagine. Literally everything. Minimize, like, deactivated so many freaking services that I would probably never need. Fully deep-loaded it, like all the way to like not even having a functional calendar. Then in terms of my BIOS, a lot of memory tweaking. In terms of my GPU, some undervolting and a tiny bit of overclocking. CPU, only a bit of an undervolt. But yeah, in terms of Windows, just deep loading is going to be the biggest one. Deep loading and using some type of service disabler, like custom service disabler. I didn't really do too much myself though. I deep loaded and did all the basic stuff myself, like PBO undervolting, GPU undervolting, and slight overclocking and stuff like that. But all the proper tweaking, I had help with that. I tweeted about it. They're like a tweaking service that you can buy, but I got hooked up. In terms of shape only, do you prefer the Co-1 or the Lycan? I'd say the Co-1 for sure. Great question though. I love both mice. Very good question. What the fuck is this? What the why is it all in Chinese? I can't even translate it. Am I actually okay, now I just translate. Roller anti-mistouch mode. Okay, so that's just esports B-hop, the thingy, like the anti-accidental jumping. You know what? Since I actually started using my scroll for jump in Rivals as well, let's do that. What should I set it to? I have no clue. I'm gonna keep it at 100. Put it on 0. I'll set it to the lowest thing. And Co-1 or OP1? I highly prefer the Co-1 over the OP1 in terms of shape. I love it so much. Yo, KHQ, thanks for following, appreciate that. Alright. I put it to 10 milliseconds. I don't know, it feels weird. 10 milliseconds. I can only set it to 100. Wait, every super strike pill? No, I don't like it. The click thingy is kind of cool. You can use less force, like use less tension when using it. But other than that, like the whole reaction time, 30 milliseconds faster clicking than your enemies, that's a straight up lie. That's placebo. Scrolling YouTube or some shit? I guess. I cannot scroll down at all now. Holy shit, I think that's way too much. Maybe it's the other way around? Yeah, it's the other way around. Ah, so it has to wait for like a whole second before you can start scrolling again. Is that how it works? What if I set it to 500? What happens then? I can scroll normally, but when I start scrolling again, it doesn't work. Okay. I think the 100 millisecond is bugged though. When I set it to 250, it's fine. I'll keep it at like 200. Are you PD 170 pilled? Yes, I am. I am severely PD 170 pilled. Dude, I don't know if I like this. It's super buggy at 100. It feels very weird. I don't think I like this. I'm gonna disable it. Rotation sensor is nice. It's like Razer. Yeah. It's just sensory rotation. We've seen it in many web drivers. Oh my god, wait, this This mouse already has a new WebDriver thingy, the central virtual offset. Adjusting the virtuals. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to talk more about this. This is actually something that might be revolutionary depending on whether it actually works or not. This mouse is the first ever mouse with a virtual sensor position. Adjusting the virtual sensor position of the mouse sensor makes the cursor trajectory better fit real holding and swiping habits, restoring more natural intuitive control. You can adjust the sensor up and down virtually. And you know how it actually does that? Because I don't. I have no fucking clue how that's gonna work. And like how that's gonna feel. I literally don't know. I think it just like ups your XD or ups or downs your DPI on the x-axis, right? Haven't tried that in the DPI curve thingy as well. Oh, there's a custom. Oh, it has a DPI curve as well. That's crazy. Oh yeah, you can do a raw XL inside of the WebDriver. That's sick. Probably just offsets your cursor. What do you mean offsets? My x-axis feels way faster when I put it to the front. So that actually does emulate the more forward sensor position. And when I draw a circle, it's not round anymore. It's a bit more wide than actually round. It probably offsets the calculation from the sensor. I think... I mean, but yeah, offsetting is like kind of the same as just like upping your x-axis DPI, right? That's actually kind of fire. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can emulate a similar feel to my Lycan. The issue with this is that
Nice car.
like how are you supposed to feel like what actually feels right for you? And when I have it set all the way to the bottom, it just feels like normal pretty much. I don't know. I have no clue how this is supposed to work. Try to move the mouse without rotating your wrist. It shouldn't change. Yeah, it doesn't change. I mean, it gets faster. It gets faster on the x-axis. Yeah, it definitely gets faster. Wait, let me try and see if I can like measure that. I'll have to do that in game. You know what? Let's try that when we're in game. I can try doing 360s in game and seeing if it's different. For now, I'm gonna turn it off. Probably not real sensor offset. I don't know how it's supposed to calculate that even. Like, how is this even supposed to work? Yeah, Exotonic and Tassie, thanks for follows. Appreciate that. A marketed x-axis offset? I think so. Would you recommend the Esports Tiger Artisan copy? The Tang Dao? Yeah, it's fine. It's just I don't really like the I don't like the bass anymore. It's very soft. Yo, Evolve, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Dude, things are running smooth so far. I'm looking forward to checking out in game. If you have two sensors, you can offset it virtually. Yeah, I've heard that there was a lot of interpolation though. Oh, whatever it's called. I'm not that smart. Yeah, it is like it is supposed to be virtual sensor positioning. It is supposed to be that, but yeah. LOD with these dots, it feels, yeah, it feels very well calibrated. I'm even gonna go a bit lower. I think I'm gonna go down like 1 millimeter. I could even go like 0.9 or even 0.8. I'll do 0.9. Yeah, I'll do like 0.9. I'm just trying to look for an upgrade to a generic pad that doesn't cost too much. There's not really that many options at like $30. Remember, SteelSeries had 2 sensors and one just for LOD. I don't remember that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you can go anything, honestly. It's just LOD is personal preference. I'm just looking at what I like. I feel like this looks pretty good to me personally. All right, then sensor rotation. Racer sensor rotation tool. All right, so all I do is I go over to this website that I'm gonna send to you in chat right now. And then I'm gonna swipe my mouse on an arch like I normally would in game with my elbow anchored at the edge of my desk. And then I stop and it says 3.4. So I'm probably gonna do 4 degrees. Maybe it's like 3 or 4. Let me try again. Here's up, dude. How you doing? Seven, bro, what the fuck? I feel like this works better with a lower DPI because you need to stay inside of their freaking window. Are you doing this blind? I'm trying not to look at my cursor. That's for sure. Rival 600? I can barely remember that. I've never fully understood why you would adjust your LOD. Mainly when you put on aftermarket skates, it's gonna fuck with the LOD that was calibrated at the factory with their stock skates. LOD is just like how fast you want your mouse to stop tracking when you lift it off the mouse pad. Most people like it rather low, so that means it stops tracking super early when you lift your mouse off the pad. When checking out LOD and like I look at my LOD settings, I normally just have my mouse pad and this is my mouse, and then I lift it slightly and look at where it stops tracking, and I like it to be not instant but like very fast. I don't like when my mouse tracks like even here. A lot of mice you can get to track even like this. That is a very high LOD. But most mice these days are calibrated pretty well. That's also what I mentioned in my videos when I say it's calibrated well. That is when it's like decently low, but not too low to the point where you might have issues on certain mouse pads. Have you already discussed the technology behind ATK's brand new incorporated frame sync into the keyboard? We have not. ATK frame sync in keyboards? Never heard about that. An ad hit just started explaining. Oh my god. Real. You're a real one, Madison. That's a no sub issue right there. I gotta put it to 4. I'm gonna do it one more time blind. Oh wait, I can't see that. Let me check that in chat real quick afterwards. Yeah, I'm gonna do 4. I did it blind a few times and it's like 3.9. That's also what I use on my Lycan. It's just 4. I'm just very curious about this sensor virtual offset. I don't know how that works. I still don't fully understand it. Yeah, ad blocker doesn't really work that well on Twitch. I think the ads are built in to the stream. Maybe there are some ad blockers that actually fully block it though. But wait, is it Valve telling me that they don't want to give me money right now? That's crazy. Imagine paying for any type of content that you love watching. My broke ad just gotta deal with it real. Either that or you hop on YouTube. The only free ad blocker is Twitch Prime. Real. That does remind me, if you do have a Prime sub lying around, then use Amazon Prime. I mean, what are you doing? Gotta actually use it. Oh, I enabled subscriber only. How did I do that? That was fully by accident. I'm sorry. Wait, what was the link that you sent me? You're gonna have to send that on either Twitter or Discord to me. I'm sorry. My Discord is just Jakku, or you can also hop on my server and just DM me from there. Oh yeah, that's because it just takes the stream feed from the tiny window and puts it up big. That's why it looks so freaking horrible. If you'll get a review unit of the new file mouse, I ordered a unit with my Frost Lord key. Does mouse have any fancy tech? It does. It has the 3955, and then it also has virtual sensor positioning, which we've never seen before. And I have no clue how that works, or if it even works. I think that's it though. I'm gonna hop in game. And then we'll see if I can figure out how the freaking sensor virtual offset works. Stream board, it might be a good deal. Real. I stream pretty often right now. Like almost every day. Or every other day at least. You paste it into the text box? Huh? On Twitter? Ah, keyboards. Yep. So Ventus Next Gen Raptor Magnetic Access Solution supports tri-core frame sync technology. Innovatively introduced frame synchronization into magnetic access system for the first time. So yeah, just Hall effect systems. It precisely aligns data processing transmission across all stages, reducing input delay and timing. Okay. I mean, I don't think this is ever going to be noticeable to anyone using a keyboard. I'm going to be honest with you. But that's pretty cool. I'm glad that we're seeing more frame sync. Pretty cool. ATK A9 line where X1 is cool. A9 line's pretty dope, yeah. X1 I've never tried. I mean, even the normal A9 I've never tried. I'm just in the A9 Mini right now. What's the difference between the 3955 and 30? I mean, there's only going to be a difference between a 3950 and a 3955. And what the difference is, I cannot even tell you. Can you palm this thing? If you have like 17 by 9 hands or smaller, yeah, I think so. I'd say so. Hey, what's up, Naki? I see a lot of hype around this mouse. What shape is it? It's just a 2C. It's a 1-to-1 2C clone. I already compared it. Yo, Pasham, thanks for following. Appreciate that. Recommended mouse for someone looking to upgrade from a R1. Something bigger. L7 Plus is a bit bigger. Like a bit. ROM Leviathan V4? Yeah. ROM Leviathan V4. ATK low-key best brand? They have the best WebDriver. And they sometimes have really, really good deals. But they're not always the best. Some mice have been pretty hit or miss. But I think the A9 Mini might just be one of their best releases yet in terms of great value. And maybe even QC. Bet I'll watch the VOD later. Good idea. Job site, have fun, dude. Enjoy and don't die by the insane heat that we're facing right now. Although you're not in Central Europe, so maybe it's not as bad for you personally. Alright, I'm gonna boot up Marvel. How do the clicks feel? Any big comparisons? I mean, compared to the normal 2C, they feel pretty cheap. And yeah. They're just FE opticals, so you can compare them to any Pulsar mouse ever. ATK only goated for value and clones? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't think they've ever done anything truly unique except for maybe the Ghost. And even that was like just a smaller Viper V4 Pro. Amazon customer service unbeatable? True. ATK just needs to throw these FEs out or tune them better. I fully agree with that. Hydrate, I got you. Is the mouse Jake certified? Dude, so far? So far, absolutely. I need to hop in game with it though. But so far, I wouldn't have minded buying this myself. But yeah, ATK did send us one out, by the way. So far, I would gladly have purchased this for 60 euros. Like, very happily. Why do we need 110 plus for legit Logitech 2C now? I know, right? Dude, it's crazy that the 2C is on a heavy sale, like constantly. I think they cannot get rid of their 2C copies. And it's already dealt with the heat. Yeah, it's probably coming back, right? Yeah. 27? That's decent. Not too bad. I know Jake already got the new Black Hat skin. Nah, not yet, not yet. Isn't that one like... Oh wait, wasn't there like a Black Hat ranked reward skin or something? Or is there one coming? Or the new one in the store? Is it like... Is a new Black Hat skin in the store? I don't know. I haven't checked it out yet. I only saw Reddit posts. Alright, I'm gonna close my browsers. And then we're gonna see what it's gonna be like. I hope my OBS is just gonna... Oh yeah, it just picks up my game right out of the gate. That's crazy. Alright, I'm on my ult, but... we can definitely run some ranked. This is a new ult I'm leveling up, though I don't even know what rank I am right now. I lost access to my old account. You like my name? It's a crazy name. Do you recommend magnesium mice? It's personal preference. It's mainly like if you want like aesthetic looking products and stuff like that. But most of the time plastic is just... Holy shit, what happened to my sensitivity? Most of the time plastic is just the way to go. Okay, so normally I was in like 400 FPS and right now I'm at like what? 300? 300? Yeah, 300. So just by streaming alone, I lose out on like 100 FPS. Not 100, dude, fucking no, yeah, actually about 100. But you know what? I forgot to change my resolution. I'm gonna do that real quick. I hope my OBS is not gonna mess this up.
Hell greets you.
Nope, it didn't, and it just works right out of the gate. Okay, cool. Wait, why are my enemies orange?
Enemies. Perfect.
Alright. I think my game is messed up. Match, display, 16 by 10, borderless windowed. What? Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart my game real quick. I got that new Hella skin too. Yeah, sorry, but if you're a Hello main and you're not buying the new skin, I don't know. We need to eat whilst we can. But yeah, the new Black Cat skin is actually crazy. Yeah, ATK ripping the names is the craziest part. Can you send the link for the scalability settings? You can go over to Rixie's Twitch channel. He's called Rixie Chu. Head over to his Twitch. He has it all. I think my marble is... Oh no, it's not. Never mind. That's good. I thought it was messed up, but I think it's... I think we're good. Yeah, we're back to 16 by 10 stretched. Do we have a res command? Yeah, that's wrong. Edit com res. I'm on 2304 now. And then also for YouTube, I can... Oh wait, for YouTube, I'm gonna hop off the stream anyway. I just want to see if this works. Oh, I don't like my dot placement. The dots are just too far away from each other on the bottom. Alright, so what are the frames like? We're at 320 average, 330. Looking very good. It doesn't feel nearly as good as when I'm not streaming though. But we'll have to see what it's gonna be like in game. I'm gonna run a quick benchmark because I haven't done it on stream. But yeah, for wait, what, you bought it used? Wait, what are we talking about? The mouse? I bought it brand new. But yeah, for anyone watching on YouTube right now, I'm gonna be hopping over to Twitch. I don't really do gameplay streams on my YouTube. So if you want to see me test this thing out, you're gonna have to hop over to my Twitch right now. I'm sorry, guys. No, it was new. Not sure why he was selling it for solo, but wait, what are we talking about? I want to try the A9 Mini Plus, but I got a new 2C for 6. Oh, that's incredible. Nah, just keep your 2C, dude. You're fine. Also, Astro with the hydrate, I got you. It's a custom Wooting 60H, 60HE Plus build. You're gonna see more from it on my, probably my Twitter. Either that, or I'm gonna showcase it here in stream as well. Can't believe you make me hop on this side. I'm sorry, dude. But yep, see you guys. If you wanna catch me on Twitch, you can hop over. Thanks for stepping by, guys. Love you guys.